I know you always say that you won't rap, but then you wanna talk on the low. And if you wanna pick, baby, we can hit the roof.
Hi guys, so this is a step-by-step tutorial on how to make DIY watercolor bookmarks. Okay, so for our first step, you need to prep your art materials, and you need is watercolor paper and your paint brushes and 2 glasses of water. And as you can see, I have already divided the paper into 2, and now I am applying water evenly on paper. So after doing that, you need to dilute the color that you want to use, and I am now using Prussian blue. I am starting from the top to bottom, painting only the half of the paper. And how do you actually dilute watercolor paint is you just mix water and watercolor paint together, and that's how you will have a thin layer of paint. And now I am applying another layer of Prussian blue in order to build up that layer and create a more intense color for the color of the sky. While it's still wet, remove the paint from the parts where you wanted to create cloud-like shapes. You don't have to worry about how perfect it should look like. It just creates a wonderful background dimension to have a depth in your painting. And then for the third step, you need to apply a second color, and now I am using burnt sienna to create a gradient from blue to orange and to have a wonderful sunset color vibe thingy going on, if you know what I mean. And now I am applying Alizarin Crimson Hue, if that is pronounced correctly. I don't know, I can't pronounce these days. I'm so bad at it. No, I'm not bad at it. It's just colors have these difficult names. Like you have Prussian blue, phthalo, it's phthalo blue, and all sorts of colors and with their difficult names. So I'm just going to say red orange type of shade to create a sunset color gradient. So now I'm just continuously applying water in order to blend out the colors beautifully from blue, red, and to orange. Make sure not to go overboard with the red, or otherwise you'll have like a red on your blue, and you don't want that to happen when it comes to painting the sunset colors. And this is my most favorite part. It is painting the clouds. Painting clouds somehow gives me satisfaction, but anyways, you don't have to make clouds look perfect because they all come in various shapes and sizes. But if you're a perfectionist like me, then yeah, you know it. And for the last step, I am adding details and silhouettes, and as you can see at the top of the painting, you need to create a circle cloud-like shape, because in that circle, that is where the rocket or maybe meteor will fall down. Then for the stars, I'm just using a toothbrush to create that final touch to your bookmark. So for our next step, we are going to be applying. And so for our next bookmark, you need to do the same thing. Apply water evenly on paper, and after doing that, you need to apply a diluted color of Prussian blue, and this time we're going to leave the top right corner white.
Get so lonely when you go. I get so lonely. Get so lonely.
And for the color that I'm now using is Cadmium Yellow Hue. And again, why do they have so difficult names for colors? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it again, but yeah, make sure that your brush is also wet so that you can still blend it more beautifully and carefully. And now I am reapplying Prussian blue in order to build layers and textures onto the background. And as you can see, I also did the same thing. I have painted halfway through the paper to create a gradient. And the color that I am now applying between Prussian blue and Cadmium Yellow Hue is Viridian Hue, and that is a lot of hues right there. It's a mouthful of hues and colors. Okay, why am I still talking? And for our very last color is Cadmium Red Pale. You know, I'm not gonna say that word again. You know, so you just need to apply water on top of paper again so that you can have it beautifully blended out from Prussian blue to Viridian, and I'm not gonna say that name again, and Cadmium Yellow, not gonna say that name again, and Cadmium Red Pale, not gonna say that name again, Hue. Yeah. Okay, so as I am building up layers and layers of paint again and again, as you can see, I have removed an excess of paint and shaped it into a upside down of a T because that is where the sun will be. Whoa! That rhymes. Okay. And for the final touches, I am using Van Gogh Metallics just to create sparkly, shimmery, or bedazzling clouds. And this is just an optional choice, you don't need to do this. And to create a dimension and depth on your watercolor bookmark, I'm using a white ball pen, or you could use white ink or white watercolor to create highlights, but I find it more easier when I'm using white ball pen. And to create building silhouettes of various shapes and sizes, I am using Ecoline brush pens to do the job. So here's a pro tip for you guys when creating building silhouettes. If you want to create more dimension and depth in your painting, make sure that the background color of your building silhouettes aren't darker than the foreground. So for example, I have painted a red layer of painting at the background, and at the foreground I have used the color black in order to create more dimension and depth in the painting, if that makes sense. And for the final step, I am using Winsor & Newton white ink and a toothbrush just to create the stars for a final touch. Yay! We're finally done! Oh my gosh, okay. Yep, so this is how it turned out. This is the end result, and I really loved how it turned out. So bright and so colorful, and since you guys have reached till the end of this video and this art tutorial, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like and comment down below if you want to see more of these step-by-step art tutorials, and I would really love to help you guys out while making watercolor artworks. And see you guys later, and keep making art.